cop leads an investigation into underground boxing matches by day. At night, he becomes a fighter in the ring himself. He had to wear a hood to avoid being seen, but he didn't expect his opponent to be several turns bigger than he was. Just one round later, he had his mask smashed, but just when everyone thought he was going to be beaten to death, he suddenly and miraculously KO'd his opponent with a punch. And Jack's secret was inside the water glass. There was no water in his glass. Inside was a magic pill that would quickly increase strength and speed. With this victory, Jack easily got $10 million. This month's mortgage was paid for, but when Tom asked him when the next race would be, Jack said there would be no next time, because he was only going to do this thing once. However, he didn't know that there was a mysterious man in the audience watching him silently. Within a few days, Tom approached again. Jack said there was no way he would go back to black boxing. Tom, however, said this time it was a regular job and it paid well. When Tom said that, Jack followed him half-heartedly. He was approached by Eddie, a famous boxer. He offered to sign Jack as a professional boxer. In that boxing match, although Jack was wearing a mask, but he recognized Jack's identity right away. And he wasn't talking about Jack's identity as a police. It was 15 years earlier than that. It turned out that Jack had been a very talented boxer in his youth. He became a famous boxing champion within a few years. He went on to bring up an equally talented pupil, and the much anticipated fight between the master and his pupil soon began. But what should have been a great fight all round, halfway through the fight, Jack suddenly stopped swinging like a man possessed. This caused him to lose the fight. Jack dismissed for false race. He was soon forgotten. But 15 years later, Jack never thought anyone would remember him. Eddie said he knew that Jack was not a man who would easily admit defeat. He wanted to see Jack back on top, and his sincerity is all over the place. He offered Jack a signing bonus he couldn't refuse, $1 billion in cash, but it was rebuffed by Jack. He was sick and tired of living a life of fame and fortune.